The following program contains scenes which some audience members may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sharks. Of all the predators in the sea, they're the ones that everybody fears the most. And it's no wonder sharks are the sea's top predators, and when humans enter the water, they become a part of the food chain. Surfers all over the globe would give anything to play in these waves off of Northern California. But luckily for Todd Endris, he lives here and has surfed these waves all his life.
The first time I surfed, I was hooked on it. It's a non-stop, never-ending passion for me. Surfing makes me feel young. It makes me happy. The feeling when you do a really big turn off the lip and the board, like the fins sliding. It like gives me goosebumps.
But one day, this passion would nearly kill him.
10:30 in the morning, and I'm with my friends going to surf.
Todd and his three friends jump on their boards and swim out about 100 feet into Monterey Bay's waters. The Northern California region, more specifically the Monterey Bay area, is known for having some of the most richest waters out of the entire United States. This is because of the cooled, upwelled water that is brought to the surface during the summertime. This is supported by a massive food chain, which includes many species of fish, which are fed upon by many seals and sea lions, and in turn are fed upon by even larger predators.
I was the farthest out, waiting for that wave. The distance between everybody was at least 50 feet or so. And then I just saw a big shape coming at me. And it hit me so hard. The impact was so immense. I was just flung, like literally flung, across the top of the water. I knew what it was. It was a great white shark.
The great white shark is the world's largest predatory fish. Usually growing between 15 and 20 feet long, they're the size of a small moving truck. They are packed with more than 300 serrated teeth in their giant jaws and can weigh more than 5,000 pounds. They also have such honed senses that they can smell blood in the water from more than 3 miles away. And it doesn't take that much blood to attract them either. A single drop in a 25-gallon bucket is all it takes. White sharks are found in every ocean, but are most common in cool coastal waters. Not only can they swim 35 miles per hour, but they can also launch their entire bodies into the air when hunting, a move called a Polaris bridge.
There's nothing you can do against an animal like that. It's just, it's an eating machine. But I managed to keep hold of my surfboard, and I'm swimming as fast as I can towards the beach. And then the shark followed me, going really, really fast. It just hit, and then I went over here, and then it just got me. All I remember is the immense pressure that the shark was putting on my torso. The bite went almost all the way through the board, took a huge chunk out of it. That was the first time I noticed my own blood. The water surface was bright red. It's like a big pit bull with a toy. It was just shaking me around, and I think nothing else but get away. All I could do was try to hit it like that. going for its eye or its gill area. It felt like hitting a rock. And the shark let me go. I thought that I was going to be okay because I just didn't know how bad it was. I really wasn't in that much pain at that point.
Todd's body is flooded with adrenaline. This releases a chemical that blocks any pain signals from going up Todd's spinal column and reaching his brain.
But it came back for me. It pretty much swallowed my right leg, nearly taking it off. Trying to kick it with my left leg, my free leg. Kicking as hard as I could. I must have got it one time really good on the nose, because then it let my leg go. All I wanted to do was get out of the water.
Luckily for Todd, one of his friends had just seen the whole ordeal go down, and he rushes to his aid.
My friend Joe was yelling at me over and over and over. He must have screamed at me 20 times, I don't know. He said, "Grab your board, you have your board, grab your board, grab your board." He's screaming at me. I still had enough in me to put the surfboard underneath. Like, when I laid on the surfboard. We're paddling towards the beach. A wave came and we're right next to each other. And we were both able to paddle into the wave. I was just riding on my stomach in the whitewater with him, and he's to my left, and I was like, I just got attacked by a shark. And he was like, I know, let's go, come on. I got to the sand. I was just laying there. I was spent. I couldn't even pull myself into the sand.
Todd's wounds are absolutely immense. The shark had basically peeled the flesh off of his back like if it were a banana, exposing many vital organs, including his kidneys, his right colon, as well as his vena cava. But luckily, he's in the right hands.
My friends Brian and Ernie both had extensive medical backgrounds. They immediately tourniqueted my thigh with a surf leash. I saw blood pouring out of me.
It takes an agonizing 14 minutes before help finally arrives.
And they get me going fast, as fast as they can. They go from the hospital roof to the operating room.
It takes nearly 500 stitches and 200 staples to close all of Todd's wounds. It also takes 6 weeks for Todd to regain all his blood he lost during the attack.
The thing that I love most in life is the thing that nearly got me killed. But at the same time, one of the miracles that went into me not dying was my surfboard. If I didn't have that surfboard underneath me to protect my internal organs, I would have certainly died that day.
But Todd soon found out that after the attack, this wasn't the only thing that saved his life that fateful day. During the shark's third strike on Todd's friends watched as a nearby pod of bottlenose dolphins actually jumped in hopes of driving away the 15-foot-long predator. A combination of tail slaps and pokes as well as kicks from Todd was too much for the shark to handle.
And so 6 weeks to the day, I went back and I surfed Marina Beach with my best friend, Jimbo. It was a hair-raising experience, I'll tell you that much. I stayed about 15 feet away from the shore the whole time. I wasn't really surfing, but I was in the ocean.